and Crash Course Instrumentation, Episode 7, Reading P&IDs, Piping and Instrumentation Diagrams. Welcome back to Crash Course Instrumentation. In Episode 7, we're diving into one of the most powerful and most used documents in the field, the P&ID. What is a P&ID? A Piping and Instrumentation Diagram, or P&ID, is a detailed schematic showing how all the process equipment, piping, valves, and instruments are connected. Think of it like the blueprint for process control. If you want to understand how a plant operates or troubleshoot a system, you start with the P&ID. How is a P&ID used? And to trace flow paths and connections, to identify instruments, control valves, and signal lines, for planning maintenance and lockout/tagout procedures, to coordinate between engineering, operations, and instrumentation teams. P&IDs are also key during commissioning, loop checks, modifications, and upgrades. Example: let's say you're troubleshooting a faulty level transmitter in a tank. The P&ID shows where that transmitter connects, what its tag number is, and whether there's a hand valve or isolation point in the line. Symbols and standards. To keep things consistent across the world, we follow ISA 5.1 for instrument symbols and tag naming, and a circle with a line, field-mounted instrument, a circle with a square, panel-mounted instrument, dashed lines, pneumatic signals, solid lines, electrical wiring or hard piping, letters like LT, owls level transmitter, FCV equals flow control valve. Every tag tells a story. FT101 might be a flow transmitter on loop 101. P204 could be a pressure indicating transmitter on loop 204. Most P&IDs include a legend or symbol key, usually in the title block or appendix. PFD versus POD, what's the difference? A PFD, process flow diagram, shows the high-level process, equipment, and basic flow. A P&ID adds the instrumentation, control logic, line numbers, and more detail for techs and engineers. A PFD is great for understanding what the system does, but the P&ID shows you how it does it, field use and best practices. Redline changes in the field if you discover a discrepancy. Always verify drawing revision numbers. Coordinate with operations before assuming lineups or valve states. Use the P&ID during job planning and job hazard analysis, JHA. Many modern plants now use digital P&IDs, viewable on tablets or HMIs, but the fundamentals haven't changed. A brief history. P&IDs evolved out of early process flow diagrams developed in the 1930s and 40s. As control systems became more complex, symbols and logic had to be standardized, leading to the creation of ISA 5.1 in the mid-20th century. Despite all the digital tools available today, P&IDs remain the foundation of instrumentation documentation. Bottom line, if you want to be a great I&D tech, engineer, or operator, learn to read P&IDs well. They're your map, your playbook, and your first clue when something's wrong. This series is based on Lessons in Industrial Instrumentation by Tony Kuphaldt. You can explore the full text at the link below. Like, subscribe, and follow along as we explore loop diagrams in Episode 8. Explore the full text. tipscom/ebiblio.org, Kuphaldt, Socratic Model. Watch all episodes. www.youtube.com/Crash Course Instrumentation. Join the discussion. www.facebook.com